final we have 92 questions. That's how long the final is going to be. I know you guys are what, second period. Your finals on Wednesday of next week. So I don't want to come over and review 92 questions the day before. Like I don't want to take that long. So what I did, the 92 questions, I broke it down and then into 5 groups, and I decided from each group to make a worksheet of about 30. Your case is 32, so it's about 30. So each day for this week, we're going to review for the final. Instead of giving you guys 92 questions, I'm going to break it up. I looked at about 16 questions on the final, and I made a worksheet about that. So this is for the first 16 on the final. Okay. So the first part, it says solve each equation. I know when I'm solving, I separate them to the equal sign. I look at the term that has the letters, and I want to get rid of the other one. So I want to get rid of the minus 1. The way I'm going to do it is this minus 1, I'm going to move it to the other side, and I'm going to call it plus 1. Right? Switch the sign. All I want in reality is letters on one side, numbers on the other. So on the left side, I have negative 2p. On the right side, I have 6. Right? 5 plus 1. So now that I only have one term on each side, divide by the number in front of the letter. So let me divide by negative 2. So I'm going to get that p is equal to negative 3. Right? 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. So once again, all I want is letters on one side, numbers on the other. Simplify each side, and then divide by the number in front of the letter. That's it. So this takes care of the first 8 questions. Any questions for the first 8? Which one? Number 2. Okay. Looking at number 2, separating through the equal sign, my positive 1, I'm going to move it to the right. That's a negative 1, right? Switch the sign. So I have that p over 4 is equal to 1. Right? 2 minus 1 gave me 1. So p over 4 is equal to 1. I know a fraction is a division, so instead of dividing, to get rid of this 4, let me multiply both sides by 4. Are you going to do the opposite sign? So these 4's cancel out, so I get that p is equal to 4. Right? 1 times 4 is 4. So at number 1, I was multiplying, so that's why you divide. Here, the fraction is division, so you multiply. You do the opposite. Any other questions for the first 8? Okay. So that seems simple. Let's take a look at number 9. When we have proportions, what it is 2 fractions equal each other. That's all it is. So when we have 2 fractions equal each other, I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply diagonal. 4 times r is 4r. This is equal to 7 times 8, which is 56. So I have 4r equals 56. Once again, proportions, cross multiply. Like multiply diagonal. In order to get the r by itself, let me divide both of these sides by 4. 56 divided by 4, it's 14. So r equals 14. Once again, proportions. 2 fractions equal each other, just cross multiply. So this takes us up until number 16. Any questions up until 16? No? All right. Now looking at 17, we have words. And I'm going to write this as proportion. Bless. Answer each question and round your answer to the nearest whole number. So 1 cantaloupe costs $2. So I'm going to write 1c for cantaloupe equals $2. How many cantaloupes can you buy for $18? I'm going to put x cantaloupes. So it says I don't know how many. X cantaloupes is equal to $18. Do notice though, my fraction I kept cantaloupe with cantaloupe, dollars with dollars. Don't mix and match. Now that I have a proportion, 2 fractions equal each other, cross multiply. 2 times x and 1 times 18 If 2x equals 18, I think we agree x equals 9, right? Divide both sides by 2. To be honest, with these word problems, some of them are common sense. I know some of you guys, if you guys come and say, well, one of them costs $2, how many can I buy with 18? I can buy 9. I get it. Some of these are common sense. Some of them, you guys can solve it just thinking about it. But I'm showing you guys how to do it mathematically. If you guys solve it common sense, then you solved it with common sense. Like I said, I get it. Some of these are easy to work. Work it however you can. I'm showing you how to do it mathematically. But you solve it however you can. Just the one thing though, just do keep in mind, once again, measurements with measure. Cantaloupe with cantaloupe, dollars with dollars. I know some of the questions are about length and width, or tall, which is height. Make sure you keep height with height and width with width. Measurement, the same thing. You say some of the questions are, something was 3 feet tall, what's the new height? Right. 3 feet is about height. So keep the measurements together. All right, so this takes us up until number 24. Any questions up until 24? No? All right. This thing froze for a minute. Let me wait on it. There we go. All right, looking at number 25, write each as a percent. First of all, I want to write this as a decimal. So I'm just going to divide. I'm going to get my calculator out, and I'm going to go 3 divided by 5. Top number divided by the bottom one. And that gives me 0.6. Once again, first of all, I get it in decimal. If the question was write it as a decimal, I'm done. But because it says write each as a percent, my decimal, move the decimal point 2 places to the right. If you don't have enough numbers to be able to move it to the right twice, then add a 0 if you need to. Right? Now I'm going to move it 2 places to the right, and I'm going to call this 60%. If there's more than 2 numbers, there's like a list of them, only move it 2 places to the right. I needed to add the extra 0 to be able to move it twice. But only move this 2 places to the right. And if you have way too many numbers, make sure you round it to the nearest tenth, which means only one decimal number. So your answer should finish with at most 1 decimal number. All right, any questions? No questions? Which one? 29. All right, looking at number 29, 1 divided by 105. So once again, I'm going to divide that. I'm going to get my calculator for this one. 1 divided by 105. And according to my calculator, I get 0.0095. There's some more numbers, but I'm going to stop it right there. I know I need to move this 2 places to the right. So I'm going to move it there. But see how it will be like 0.9, but I do take a look at the 5. Because the 5 is big, I'm going to push this 9 up. And do not call it 0.10. Because 0.10 is 0.1. So instead of making it bigger, you made it smaller. So do not call it 0.10. But this 9, since it's big, it ends up pushing this other 0. So it becomes 1.0. Or 1 if you're going to call it 1. Once again, the 5 pushed the 9. Well, let me write my percent sign. The 5 pushed the 9, and the 9 ended pushing the 0. That's why it became 1.0. Do not call it 0.10, because that's 0.1. Do not call it 0.10. Any other questions? No? All right. Let me take all the